Not everybody's getting paid. Let's get
love
back
this,
to the
man.
television.
You got
Now,
two.
you're being a homer.
Come on.
No, he said it.
Don't start me.
No,
he's
not
a
bad
bad man.
anymore.
Go Tigers.
Sound Off is ready. Are you?
As a friendly reminder,
Yes.
there's only 35 days till Christmas.
Can you believe that?
35 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't count that like
35
that.
days.
35
I counted
days
it on the
before Christmas, man.
calendar. Look, for the next 30 minutes here at SoundOff, coming to you from Caesars
Wow.
Sportsbook, Horseshoe Lake Charles, we hope to kind of bring that stress level down because there's only 35 more days to Christmas. Kevin Guidry, Scooter Hobbs, Vic Cerro here. Great show lined up. In the fourth chair later on, we got Cowgirls head basketball coach Ayla
Yes.
Guzzardo coming in. Big win over Tarleton and the head to the Bahamas.
Yes.
I want to be on that
Head
plane.
to the Bahamas, man.
Yeah, that's
To the
coming up
Bahamas.
later on in the show. All right,
Wow.
LSU football, we'll get into
Yeah,
reserve
we still
quarterback
haven't
Michael
talked about
Van
that.
Buren,
Yeah, we still haven't talked
Garrett
about that.
Nussmeier. I think it's Van Buren's offense. We'll talk about that. LSU
yeah.
coaching search. You know more about this, you guys. Could they possibly make an announcement by the end of the month and maybe by Thanksgiving? I don't see how that's possible, but
That would be a rush.
There's
I don't see
speculation.
it. I don't
Anybody
see it.
you want.
all the big candidates.
Look.
I mean, they're coaching now.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Maybe
don't-
not necessarily in the playoffs. And you could announce it between the end of the regular
Yeah.
season and the
Yeah,
playoffs.
yeah.
If
Yeah.
you could really get who you wanted.
Yeah, we'll get-
Not
we'll-
to mention any names.
Not to mention, and we'll get into that.
We
We'll
won't
talk
have our
about the
head coach by the end of the
Cowboys
month. I
in
promise you we
football.
won't.
They got Lamar coming up. They can't get a winning season,
Yeah.
but we'll talk about some of the building blocks that may have been laid. And that Lamar game coming up, that's going to be a big one. And also McNeese naming another ex-football player, another athlete, to the interim presidency following Dr. Darryl Burkell, right? So
Yeah.
we'll get into that
Yeah.
with
Very
Kendrick
popular guy.
Nicholas as
Yeah.
now as the university president.
Yeah.
All right. Look, I'm going to begin with a question that you asked Frank Wilson at the post-game press conference when you asked him about the status, I heard you,
yeah.
of Garrett Nussmeier. All right, what's your beat? I want to hear it. The big question is, he shouldn't play against Western Kentucky,
Well, this is
but
Monday
will he play
morning.
again for the LSU
This
Tigers?
is Monday morning. Maybe we'll know more Monday at noon when he
Yeah.
has his press conference. So,
Earlier
I
in the
mean,
week, yeah.
Really,
I don't think he's going to play.
my hunch is he's done for the year.
Mine is too.
Yeah. And if he's done for the year, you know, is there any point in him playing in the bowl?
Kevin.
But it's up to him.
It
He
is.
is
And
different.
he is different.
And
Different
let
cat.
me also say, whatever he wants to do, that's good. I'm
Anything
good with
kid wants to do. Kevin,
Look.
Brian Kelly should not have played him against Louisiana Tech, should not have played him against Southeastern. He should have been
Probably
on
not.
the sideline healing. If he was hurt, if he had an abdominal torso injury, he should have been on the sideline. There's no need for him to be in the Tech game.
But the thing is
I
this.
Or
gotta, I
Southeastern.
gotta agree.
I applaud Garrett for all he's done, 5
Of
years
course.
senior, all of that stuff. But this is me. As a player, you have that right to say, Coach, I'm hurt.
I'm hurt
as
and
a
injured.
player. As a
But how
player,
many
you
play-
have. But no,
he's
Scooter.
not alone.
But you have that right to say,
He's-
Coach,
he's not being alone.
I'm hurt. This is the problem with that, Scooter. Why would you mess up your draft stock if you're playing in the game hurt and you know you can't perform to your best potential? You're hurting yourself.
Competitors want to play.
Competitors not. When you get drafted, that won't even matter. That won't even be effective.
Maybe-
What you did is what you did.
Maybe he looks at his LSU teammates as being more important than his draft.
Granted. But the NFL doesn't look at that. The NFL wants to know what you can do playing,
Maybe
son.
he cares
They want
more
numbers.
about his teammates.
Well, if he doesn't
think
get
of
drafted,
him
if he
than
doesn't
what the
get drafted,
NFL
if he
thinks
doesn't
about
get
him.
drafted high, he can't blame his teammates.
Well,
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm sure he won't.
I'm
He
sure he
won't.
won't. All right, look. This Michael Van Buren, I thought he was solid. 21 out of
think he's gonna be-
31,
He couldn't
221.
hit the ocean for
I think-
about
look,
the first five
Come
throws.
on, first
Who
time
does-
SEC
who does-
starter. It's tough.
Scooter,
Can I
Scooter
finish?
wants
All
to
right,
be
go
so
ahead.
perfect, and this kid hadn't played at all.
Let him
But
play. He
Scooter
played
wants him to
against-
be
he played at
perfect, though.
Mississippi State.
Let's don't forget he started 9 games at Mississippi
Mississippi
State.
That doesn't matter. That's a different system, okay? Just like somebody that we know of that won the Heisman, we had the same complaints about that kid his first year. And I'll be blank. If he didn't win the Heisman his second year,
That would be Jaden Daniels or Joe Burrow.
Jaden Daniels.
Okay, all right, make your point.
So he couldn't hit a rock. Scooter, remember that? You said that?
No.
Jaden Daniels couldn't hit a rock. He was overthrowing people. He was this, he was that. But when he got into a system and got comfortable,
Good.
he played pretty good.
That's my point with Michael Van Buren. I thought he should have been playing earlier in the year. Like I just said, he should have been
Everybody
playing
said that,
in the
Rick.
Tech
Everybody
game in
said that.
Southeastern to see what he can do. I think he'll play. I'm with you. I don't think Garrett Nussmeier will play.
No,
okay?
he won't.
Unless he really, really wants to.
I will say this.
It's Van Buren's offense.
His accuracy is a little in question. He has a stronger arm than I was expecting.
He's got a very
I'll say
strong arm.
that.
Yeah.
And his accuracy did get better, after those first few awful throws.
Yeah, he did. That
I
could
mean,
be.
imagine that 6'6" Arkansas quarterback.
That's the one you need to be worried about.
Yeah, if he could hit the ocean. good
That's the one
grief.
you
I
need
think
to be
he
worried
outplayed
about.
Taylor Green. I think he did.
I do too.
Statistically,
Now, the
yeah, he won the game.
The Arkansas writers that I know were talking about that might have been Green's worst game.
And came at the right time.
Yeah.
And what was it? 92-yard drive. I mean, that's solid,
How
guys.
about the
That's
play
solid.
calling on that drive? Were you
Unbelievable.
rolled over laughing?
Unbelievable.
Tell me what you were thinking.
You call
All
different
these
players.
double reverses and backwards passes.
Flipped in
You
out.
call different plays for different players. Okay? That's what you do.
Frank Wilson said
And
if we
Frank
worked on
Wilson
it in
knows
practice,
that's a
we're going to
different
run it in
set.
the game.
That's
Wait
a
minute,
different
why-
skill set.
Well, why
It's
did
a
they
different
wait till
skill
the
set.
very end of the game?
Well, I mean, I don't know why, Scooter, but I'm saying you do things for different skill sets for players that you
And
have.
Michael Van Buren has
It'll
a
be
different skill
totally,
set.
Well,
If he's the
no
quarterback,
question.
if he will be the quarterback for LSU for whatever reason, that offense will change. It won't
it
be the
should,
same
yeah, no,
offense.
it should.
It will change.
That touchdown.
Well, it was a different offense anyway.
yeah,
They were
but,
different Saturday than they
but,
would have been.
but,
under
but it's going to
Nussmeier.
change even more because you play
I'm
to the
saying
ability
is-
of what
Yeah.
you have under the center.
All I'm saying is, don't get too excited.
No, but I'm saying give the
I
kid a
mean,
chance.
Before you jump
Give him a
totally
chance.
both feet on the bandwagon, he beat the worst team,
Yes.
the worst defense in the SEC, scoring 23
Let's see what he
points.
does against Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Let's see.
Woo,
Let's
that's going
see.
to be a test in a couple of weeks.
let's
All
see
right.
what he does against Oklahoma.
I'm gonna tell you.
Oklahoma beat Alabama.
He probably going to play lights
I
out.
watched. Did you watch that Alabama
I
Oklahoma
did.
game?
I did.
What they might do to that offensive line of LSU will be a solid
Oh,
battery.
my
Well,
I'm telling you.
you know what? A good coaching staff will make sure that doesn't happen. That's
Well, they hadn't
if
done
you
it
know
against
what you.
average defense.
But I mean, if you know what you got, if I'm Van Buren, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get that kid from underneath the
Roll.
center. Yes, Rick. Yes.
Hey, we
Yes,
got another
make
week
them
to talk
chase
about
him.
that. We got
Make
another
them
week to
chase
talk
him if
about
that's
that.
what they want to do.
Hey, it is easy to lure you to Seafood Palace in Lake Charles. How
Always.
easy? They're going to lure you with award-winning fried seafood, the best in the state. I will pound on this table that the Palace has the best boiled crabs
It is
in
the
the
best.
entire state of Louisiana. Bring your family, all your friends for down-home cooking where they treat you like family at the Seafood Palace.
Revitalize your property and your peace of mind. Locally trusted, nationally certified, and voted Acadiana's Choice 2024. Call Reclaim Restoration today at 337-445-6499 and take the first step toward reclaiming your life.
Miller Time started in 1975, and the clock's still ticking. A light beer that tastes like a beer. Now that's legendary. Here's to another 50 years of Miller Time.
Now's the perfect time to enjoy your amazing backyard. Unless you have a mosquito problem, contact the experts at J&J Exterminating and take advantage of $50 off initial service. Make this summer the best ever with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
When you get to Horseshoe Lake Charles, I think it's that way. Go through the main entry, look
very
for the
front.
stage. There's this huge slot machine.
It
It's
is.
a progressive
It's waiting for you. You can't miss
$75,000
it.
progressive cash jackpot that you can. There it is, right there in black and white. $75,000 will be
Get
given
that.
away at some point by the end of the year.
You wanna get
that
that.
Caesars reward card swipe. You'll win a daily free pull. You might win as it continues to tick forward and get richer.
It's getting
Don't
bigger.
forget, Saturday night, right there at Bruce Brothers, it's
Do it.
Boomerang for your dancing pleasure and all the fun and big winning down here at Horseshoe Lake Charles.
Yes.
All right, guys, for the last couple of weeks, we've been discussing and digesting and slicing and dicing the progress or lack thereof for McNeese football. under Matt Viator in his first year.
You know what it's been? It's always one step forward, two steps back.
Good first quarter,
forward,
bad
one
second
step
quarter.
back.
Yeah.
Good third quarter.
Yeah.
Look, like the Rio Grande game, if you know what they say in football, you want to win the last 4 minutes of that second quarter going into halftime, right? And
Yes.
you want to win the fourth quarter. I'm not saying they're the most critical quarters. All quarters are critical, but in that game, the Cowboys lost the second and fourth quarters. They end up losing the game 28-13. Now, I think they're laying foundational building blocks. I do. They won't even match the last season for Gary
No, I
Goff.
know
Gary
what you're
Goff
saying.
was 6-6 in his last season. The Cowboys will be, I think they'll be strong underdogs. They'll be significant underdogs at Lamar. They could very well end this year, you know.
Well, you gotta
4-8.
If they can't get ready to play Lamar after what happened
Oh,
last year,
my
of course, happening with that. You talk about the
What a
building
game.
blocks.
Yeah.
If any coach, I would have confidence putting together building blocks, it would be Matt Viator.
Yes.
But I also wonder, is it possible these days? You
See-
think you have put a building
Because
block
of the
there,
roster.
and then you wake up and those building blocks are in the transfer portal.
Yeah, that's good. No,
what are you
valid
going to
point.
do?
It's a valid point.
What do you do?
And guys, look,
Valid.
the scary part is how many players may opt out to leave because of what the season turned out to be. So you got to recruit players that you feel you need for next year.
Yeah, retain.
That's how
Retain.
serious
Yeah.
this is.
No, that's a good point,
And I mean,
too.
Matt's got to realize that.
Look,
you know,
he changed. Viator he changed the culture. Now they saw. I think you saw some progress on the field in certain areas. It won't show in the final record. It won't. I mean, Gary Goff was 6-6. Okay, Matt Viator won't have a 500 year, but there were some building blocks on the field and the culture change, and really, I think importantly, the locker room and off the field. But to your point, if you turn over that roster, and they will, then you got to rebuild again.
They're going to lose. Some.
They're gonna.
that's
you
my
know.
point. You don't want to lose the good ones.
Yeah, that's.
Well,
Yeah.
they got to get some
You
game
got-
changers in, and we'll
you
talk.
got-
Look,
Rick,
we'll have time
look.
after the Lamar game to really digest the season. And we'll talk more specifically. After the
What
season.
do I keep telling you and Scooter? The
Please
bottom
tell me
line
again.
is about this football situation is that you've got to have people in upper management that believe in the program enough to say, hey, we've got to shift more funding to football. You can't keep believing that you're going to go find players who are just going to win for you. Rick, you have to go out and get game changers. If you don't, you're going to be in the same boat you was this year.
Do not quote me. I do not have it on black and white. This is my gut opinion that when it comes to NIL funding, more is going to basketball than football right now.
You wonder why?
Okay.
You wonder why?
All right. Well, Will
Okay,
Wade had a lot
you
to
just
do with
answered
that.
my question.
All right.
You
so
wonder
I'm not,
why?
I'm not saying steal money from basketball to put in football, but there has to be a
You
balance.
wouldn't think it would be that way.
Well, you know.
You
but
wouldn't think
again,
that
the
it would
Will
be
Wade
that way.
effect, the Will Wade effect,
Whew.
and now Bill Armstrong. Yes,
Whew.
there has to be a balance, and we'll talk about that in a minute with this new interim president, Kendrick Nicholas. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
But let's go to this Lamar game coming up Saturday. They're still shooting for a playoff spot. Stephen F. has won the conference.
Lamar's coming to
Southeastern,
win.
You cannot deny Southeastern.
Lamar's
another
coming to
playoff.
win, I'm telling you now.
And Lamar wants a playoff spot, and they just might get it. They might
Lamar's
be
coming to win.
Southland's strong enough to get 3.
It's going to be a stretch.
It'll
We'll
be a
see.
stretch, but hey,
We'll see.
I don't know,
I
Scooter.
mean, the
I don't know.
strength of FCS is in the West.
It is.
Right?
Now it's all over, though. You look at the rankings.
Yeah, but
it's
there's
kind of all over.
some.
It's
But
all over.
all of those schools that are the
Montana,
flagships,
North Dakota State.
Montana State,
They're all in it.
All of them.
They're all
That's
in it.
all,
right,
Mac. That's
okay.
done.
This Lamar game, they got to get some boxes checked. One, eliminate turnovers, score in the red zone, and look, you cannot have a repeat of last year, and it won't happen under Viator. The
You gotta-
referees from last year are a huge blame in that game.
Yeah.
They lost control of
They
that
did.
football
They
game.
did.
And I
We all
told
saw
the
that.
commissioner,
We
Chris
all
Grant,
saw
that.
that. Yeah.
Those referees lost control
We
of
all
that
saw
game.
that.
And it got ugly. That won't happen under Matt Viator.
They have a lot against them in this. I mean,
Okay.
Lamar's at home. That's
Darryl Burkell, the former president, former football player.
yeah.
Wade Roos, not a former football player. Now it's interim president Dr. Kendrick Nicholas, a football player from 2000 to 2005.
Yeah.
I think
You
it's
don't
important.
Look back over it. If you go back,
I think it's important.
Jack Dolan was a
Jack
ref.
Dolan, there you go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think it's important, gentlemen, because Nicholas worked under Roos. He saw the blueprint, will work the blueprint in regards to making sure the focus is on academics and on athletics and getting this football turned
Are
around.
we sure he's going to be the permanent?
No. I mean, they should do a search. He will. He obviously has his hat in the ring, and
This
his
is his
name
first
into
year.
consideration.
This is his first year under Roos, right? This was his first year.
No. Well, he worked under Roos
Yeah,
for a
he
couple
worked
of
there
years.
before, though, but I'm saying
Yeah.
him in that
Yeah,
position
but Roos
was
has
his
only
first year.
been there less than a year.
Less 8 months.
Roos
8
was,
months.
No. Roos was president for about 13, 14 months. It was
Okay.
over a year.
I thought it was.
I thought it
No.
was 11 months.
It's about 11 or no, it's about 13 or 14 months. Anyway, Nicholas has been vice president of student affairs. He will be in the running for the position. I think it's, again, a former athlete who has a PhD.
I know he
You
is,
know-
I know he has got the strong support of the
Oh,
McNeese
no doubt.
community
No doubt.
and the campus.
No doubt.
Yeah, no doubt.
No
I
doubt.
totally believe that.
You know, and the question
No
of
doubt.
AD Heath Schroyer is still out there. If Wade Roos and Verge Osbury get together and say and agree on the assets and value of a Heath Schroyer, Schroyer may end up at LSU as an associate AD. I'm still waiting for that to happen, probably by the first quarter of 2026. Why are you laughing? It's possible.
I'm not laughing.
His
I'm
man is
not
the
laughing.
president.
And
I'm
you
not
know,
laughing.
whatever he wants to do, that's up to him. McNeese needs him a lot more than LSU does.
I agree
That's
with
the
Scooter.
first thing I agree with
I
you
agree
in
with
this
Scooter
show.
on that, and that's the truth.
Coach Ayla Guzzardo is coming up next. Cowgirl basketball. Stay right there.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
What's bugging you?
Is it roaches? They're the first pest you think of for indoor bugs and a health threat. At J&J, we offer weapons to eliminate and prevent infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
Reclaim Restoration is your trusted partner serving Southwest Louisiana from Lake Charles to Lafayette. Whether it's fire, water, or storm damage, call Reclaim Restoration today at 337-445-6499 and take the first step toward reclaiming your life.
Miller Time started in 1975, and the clock's still ticking. A light beer that tastes like a beer. Now that's legendary. Here's to another 50 years of Miller Time.
All right, welcome back to SoundOff Caesar Sportsbook Horseshoe Lake Charles. Back in the fourth chair.
Glad to have
That would
Coach
be Ayla
back.
Guzzardo, head coach of the McNeese Cowgirls. We had to get you in because you're about to ready to go to this mini tournament in the Bahamas. And then
that's
after
tough.
that, you're going to
What
like
a bad
California
place to
on the
be.
road until like, I don't know, mid-December.
Yeah, I'm gonna be gone for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, it's going to seem longer than that, but
Don't
that's why we had to
beach,
get you
going
on
to
now.
the snow. Yeah.
This is a key week. Look, you're coming off a 49-47 win on the road on a Sunday afternoon at Tarleton State. That is huge. That is a win that this program hasn't seen in that type of atmosphere, down the wire. I don't know. In 10 years? What is that going to give this program on the road?
Definitely momentum boost. Any road wins is a big win. You know, defensive win that we could get. You're scoring 49 points and you're winning a game.
Yeah.
It's unheard of, but
In this day and age.
that's how we like to play. So, Cowgirl fans, get used to it.
Yeah.
We want the low-scoring games. We want the first team to 50. We want to be that exciting defensive team.
Okay, what
but we want to score the ball a little bit better than we did last night.
What I take from that, you said, you know, McNeese hasn't seen anything like this in
Long time.
10 years, whatever.
Long time.
But I think it's a testament to your arrival. They're expecting that.
Oh, yeah.
And how does that feel to you to know that this fan base is now expecting this?
It's not a problem for us because we expect it every single day. You know, we don't come into any game thinking we might not win this. In the Alabama game, we thought we were going to win it up until the end.
Yeah.
You know, shots didn't fall. We missed some easy looks around the basket, but we go into every single game, every single season, expect to win a championship. It's championship or bust for us, and I think that's how we're always going to continue to be.
Coach, one of the things that you just mentioned that I want to bring up was the Alabama game. You know, you're talking about an SEC school, and you know, the talent level, you know, you may see a little bit of a difference there, though, but tell me, what did you and your young ladies learn about playing a team such as that, Coach?
I learned that we're tough. We might have lost the game, but we won the fight, for sure. You know, we
There was
got.
a fight?
Oh, look, we hit first. We always hit
I
first.
know
you
that's
know,
right.
we play physical, tough defense. We're in after you. We're pressuring every single time. We weren't afraid.
Scrappy.
Size got us a little bit. It is what it is. They're 6'2", 6'3", all over the board. You know, our biggest player that's on the floor is about 6 foot. You know, and we're undersized. We know that, so we got to scheme a little bit defensively. But overall, from the Alabama game, we learned a lot. Some people stepped up in key parts, and I've learned they're not afraid of anybody. They're not afraid of an SEC team. They're not afraid of a Power 4. They're not afraid of a great mid-major program like Tarleton. And we're able to win on the road, and that's important in this stretch.
Yeah, you had, if I recall, you had a 4-point lead at half at Alabama. But, Coach, what did it feel like sitting on the bench? I think I counted them. You might have missed your first 15 shots in the third quarter.
Yeah, every single
how does it feel? Like, make a shot, girls.
And that's what's hard, because you know that they put in the work. They put in the work every single day. And then you see them in the gym. You know, when Ty Sibley misses one of her easy shots, and like, she's in the gym more than anybody.
Yeah.
And you can't be upset with that. The kid's still a sophomore. She's got a lot of learning to do still, but the one thing that she does every single day is she puts in hard work, and she gives every amount of effort that she can, max effort. Yeah. And that's something that our entire team does. So it's not just her, it radiates through everybody.
Yeah, those shots will fall.
Yeah.
Those shots will fall. Cowgirls head basketball coach Ayla Guzzardo is with us in the fourth chair. Before you head off to the Bahamas, and hey, dodge those sharks. I did some scuba diving in the Bahamas.
Man, don't bring that up.
Those sharks are there in the Bahamas.
I've got a big game against West Virginia. I'm not worried about sharks. I'm worried about West Virginia.
I don't know about the rest of your staff.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know about the rest of your staff, but you got a good travel agent for
your
team.
You know,
I'll give you
it is
I'll
pretty
say
good.
that we have a great administration that allows us to go on these trips, because when we first got here, this trip was not planned. We were asked to be a part of it, and that's something big. It's something special for our
it's good
young
for the
ladies.
kids.
It's great. It's great for our kids, and it's great for recruiting.
Oh, huge.
a couple of games now, and about now, what has been the biggest surprise, good and bad?
Bad is we're still not as big as I want us to be.
Wow.
You know, I've got some, it's not going to change, but it's always going to be bad, but I'm going to make sure and we're going to make it work. The good thing is we're continuously fighting every single game. They're coachable. And that's one thing. I'm not dealing with egos. I'm not dealing with anybody who thinks they know anything more than us. All of my players are coachable. They want to be successful. They're great teammates. And they want to keep celebrating each other's success. Nobody's worried about how many points I'm scoring, how many touches I'm getting. They want to celebrate everybody else's success.
You hold on for a minute. This is a little different for a new coach coming in, because it's not a bunch of all new players.
No, I know.
You brought a team with you. So how does that make it different as a first-year coach?
I don't even, everybody keeps saying first-year coach. I don't even think I'm a first-year coach.
You're not. I mean,
I'm just in a different place with my same team.
That's all.
Yeah, we're just wearing some new colors.
Different place. That's it.
No, but it's all the same.
Just
I mean,
one new color.
Our culture is our culture, and our culture is a team-oriented sport. I mean, nothing about us is individual. Not from the coaching staff, not from our players. Everybody is team-oriented, and I think once we develop that culture, it just follows through. I mean, it runs itself.
Coach, you know me, I'm going to be a little petty because that's just me, though.
Of course you are.
You know, playing against Alabama, I mean, looking across there, you know, that was probably a former coach there that sat where you sat at. What is that like?
Did you know Brooks Donald Williams?
I did.
Oh,
I
you
did.
know her? Okay.
We coached together when she was at ULM and when she was at McNeese. You know, she's done a great job here, and we're thankful for everything that she's done here. I'm happy to see her continue to move on, but at the same time, you know, looking down there, I'm wondering if she's ever. Is this weird for her? Because I mean, it's not weird for me, but it might be weird for her.
A lot of people ask me that. They say, Kevin, bring up the question about who's the person on the other side.
But look, I mean, we've been knowing her forever, and she's been so successful, and we're so proud of everything that she's done, and we're trying to bring this program back to where she had it.
Yeah.
When they were in the
Exactly. Brooks Donald was the last time that they had the pro. And you know what the key?
The twins.
Was the backcourt. And this leads me to a key point. You told us about Jalencia Pierre.
I tried to tell everybody.
Yeah.
This girl can is like
she can go
5'5", and this big around, but she can change a game.
She can. Dynamic,
no
just
doubt about
shifty. Her defense is just unreal. I haven't found one person who can keep her in front. I mean, she
Where does she get the energy?
She wakes up like that. It's every single day. It's every day. That's exactly, we know what she's going to give us. She's going to bring us the same thing every single day.
You have players like that, though.
Yeah.
You do.
But shots may fall. Sometimes they may not.
Like
but every single day she's going to bring that energy.
All right. In our waning seconds, you're cut from the same cloth as Cowboys coach Bill Armstrong. Defense. I want turnovers. I want this. And you came out and said, I believe it was a couple of weeks ago, you don't want this team shooting a ton of threes. You like mid-range jumpers. You kind of fall into my camp. I mean, explain yourself in 20 seconds.
Is that for short shots
offensive
that you're
philosophy.
looking at, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to take that. We'll take the open three if it's a three-point shooter. We have probably 1 to 2 players that will take that open, quick first shot. But that's not the best shot that we can get. Girls-wise, percentages, three-point shot is not going to be the one that's going to save the day. It's not going to be the one that's going to keep you consistently. The ball may not fall, but we got to be able to score around the rim, mid-range jump shot, and we want to take the best shot. We'll take the three at the end of a shot clock, but that's not the first option.
Okay. You can live with those 49-47
No doubt
wins,
about that.
Especially when it's the win.
Congratulations, Ayla Guzzardo, head basketball coach for the McNeese Cowgirls, off to the Bahamas and then off to, gosh, I don't know, Nevada, Arizona State, whatever. We'll see you at the Townsley Law Arena very, very soon. Back with the final round of the show when we come back. Stay right there. The Horseshoe Lake Charles experience begins with elite gaming in the region's newest and most exciting venue, featuring all your favorite table games and slots. Caesars Sportsbook at Horseshoe is the legend in sports betting, and speaking of legendary, Gordon Ramsay Steak is above all others, where celebrity chef Ramsay brings his fury of flavor to Southwest Louisiana. Great food and live music at Brews Brothers, and of course impeccable hotel accommodations. Plus, earn big with your Caesars Reward Card. That's Horseshoe Lake Charles.
J&J has protected Louisiana homes and businesses for over 60 years.
Call him today, make the pests go away. J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
All right, welcome back to the show. Many thanks for Ayla Guzzardo for popping in on the fourth chair. Good luck in the Bahamas, Coach. Go Cowgirls. You got them turned around. Hey, Saints in the Dome against the Falcons are coming in. Falcons are in a tailspin. They're like 3-7. Saints, 2-7.
Saints are Super Bowl bound.
Yes,
anyway,
they are, Scooter.
that's coming up. We'll have the Saints to talk about next week.
Yes, they are.
Gentlemen, we only got a little sliver of time. Can we as a group, can we as an esteemed panel,
Here it comes.
Probably not.
Can we put an end to the rumor speculation reports that Nick Saban will end up as the LSU head
Miss
coach?
Terry not letting Nick come back to LSU. Done.
The top books in Vegas say he's the odds on. Plus
People
200.
say that because you know Miss Terry. That's why I say that, Scooter. You know that.
Can we
Terry,
end it?
Nick Saban is
we
sitting.
can end it all we want, but we can't do away with fake news on social media. That's the biggest scourge on our society.
The top Vegas sports book has Nick Saban favored at plus 200, Lane Kiffin plus 375, Joe Brady plus 400, Clark Lee plus 500, and Dan Lanning plus 700 to be the next coach of the LSU Tigers. That's Vegas sports books.
Rick, let me say this. Nick Saban is 75. Let it go.
74.
No,
You just turned 74.
Let it go.
Halloween.
Let it go.
I'm letting it go.
Let it
Nick
go.
Saban and Dale Brown have the same birthday.
Yeah,
Let it go.
Halloween, and he
Let
just
it
turned
go.
it. My
Dale's
guy,
older.
I
my
love
two
Nick.
picks,
I love Nick, man, but it ain't
Lincoln Riley and John Gruden. Lincoln Riley and John Gruden need to be in the top four.
I will
Lincoln
protest if
Lincoln
John
Riley
Gruden becomes the candidate. I will protest.
Lincoln Riley can develop
I will
quarterbacks. How many
protest.
Heisman Trophy
I will
winners
protest.
has Lincoln Riley developed?
Not
I
enough.
will
Lincoln
protest.
Riley
I
or
will.
John Gruden? According to the sports books, they're way off. They're way off.
Our head coach won't be picked until midways of December.
All right.
I just told you.
You heard it. Guidry, Hobbs, and Sarro.